How you guys doing? Welcome back to BP's Pro Wrestling right here on YouTube.com. This is your Raw and Smackdown Live review for the week, September 16th and September 17th. You guys, coming off of a Clash of Champions, one hell of a pay-per-view. First thing that happened, man, Seth Rollins comes out on Raw. He talks about Bray Wyatt and the Hell in a Cell. Because if you remember, if you watch Clash of Champions, at the end of that match when he beat Braun Strowman on his way up to the ramp, the lights went out. Bray Wyatt came out and just destroyed Seth Rollins. So now they got a match coming up at Hell in a Cell for the Universal Championship. That's going to be pretty exciting and great to see. What a great promo that was. Braun Strowman shows up in the back. He's on a rampage, madhouse, because of course, the night before, him and Seth Rollins losing the tag team titles, and also him not being able to defeat his partner for the Universal Championship. He says he's going to the ring, and whoever's in the ring is going to get these hands. Well, he didn't have to wait long, because Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler comes out as the new Raw Tag Team Champions. They're going to hold a tag team summit, they said. You got also the Revival, the new Smackdown Tag Team Champions. All four of them guys came out to the ring, holding their belts, talking about they're going to hold this summit for the tag teams. Braun Strowman music hits. He comes out and destroys all four of them, man. Crazy. This is a madhouse. The Revival and Ziggler and Roode had no chance. Next up, you guys, the OC came out. OC and AJ Styles. 6-man tag team match going on against the Viking Raiders and Cedric Alexander. I gave this match 3 stars. It was pretty good, not too bad. But of course, AJ Styles and the OC ended up picking up the victory here. That was a great win for them. They needed it. King of the Ring finals, you guys. Baron Corbin versus Chad Gable. This match was so good. I gave this match 4 stars. That's how good it was. My boy Baron Corbin ends up picking up the victory here, and he ends up being your new King of the Ring. I think he rightly deserves it. I know a lot of you guys are going to disagree with that. You guys don't like him. I really love Baron Corbin. I think he's a great, great wrestler and a great character. It's awesome. Good for him. Next up, you guys, Street Profits. This is probably the most stupidest thing that's happened on Raw that I've seen. Street Profits are hosting a baby reveal party, a gender reveal party for Maria Kanellis and Mike Kanellis. I gave this thing 2 stars because that's how stupid the segment was. Anyway, Brie is talking crap to Mike Kanellis, her husband, and says that she knows who the father is, and it's not Mike. She says that's Ricochet. So this pisses Mike off. He goes to the ring to try to take on Ricochet. Ricochet is telling him, "Look, I'm not the father. I don't know what she's talking about. She's crazy." Mike ends up slapping him in the face. Ricochet and him end up getting into it. They get into a match. Ricochet ends up getting the victory, of course, because Mike Kanellis sucks. Let's be honest. He plain sucks. After that victory is over with, I guess it wasn't enough. Maria Kanellis comes out after Ricochet gets the pin and tells Mike Kanellis that she lied. Ricochet was not the father, that she's about to reveal the true father. And guess who comes out? Rusev is back. He comes out and destroys Mike Kanellis, submits him. In another match, I gave that match 1 star. Like I said, this whole segment right here with Maria and Mike and this baby gender thing is so stupid. So I didn't even bother with it really. But you guys had to know about it, so if you didn't know. Next thing up, you guys, Mayor Glenn Jacobs. If you guys don't know who that is, he is the mayor of Knox County in Tennessee, formerly known as Superstar Kane here. You guys, he ends up pinning R-Truth in the Tennessee football field. He pins R-Truth to become your new 24/7 champion. But that wasn't it. He got into the limo along with his new title, got back to the arena. Lo and behold, when he got to the arena, R-Truth was on top of the limo. Jumps off the limo and pins the Kane again to become your, 15th, 16th time 24/7 champion, you guys. It was crazy. I like this whole thing, this whole 24/7 championship. I think it's interesting and it's funny. And I hope to see a lot more of it. So we're going to see what happens in the weeks to come with that. Next up, you guys, Rey Mysterio is back. You guys know he took on this returning Cesaro Awesome match, hard hitting. You know, but Ray ends up picking up the victory here, guys. I gave this match 3 stars. It was pretty good. Congratulations to Ray. Next up, man, my girls, Alexa Bliss. Man, my girl Alexa here and her partner, Nikki Cross, the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, went against the Boss and Hug Connection, Sasha Banks and Bayley here in a non-title match. Sasha and Banks and Bayley end up getting this victory, guys. I gave this match 3 stars. But after the match is over with, Sasha ends up grabbing a chair, and she is getting ready to wear Nikki Cross out. Because earlier on in the match, Alexa got taken out because of her knee. So that left Nikki by herself in the middle of the ring with the Boss and Hug Connection. And they end up taking out Alexa, and they're getting ready to demolish Nikki Cross with a chair. When lo and behold, Miss Becky Lynch, your Raw Women's Champion, comes out for the save. And if that wasn't enough, Charlotte also came out. It was pretty interesting to see Charlotte help Becky out. So, you know, in the weeks to come, we're going to see what's going to happen with that. As you guys know, this brand split is getting ready to come, and there's not going to be no more wild card. October 4th, Friday Night Smackdown is moving live to Fridays on Smackdown on Fox. So we got this draft coming up too, you guys. So whoever gets drafted to Raw is going to be specifically to that brand. And whoever gets drafted to SmackDown, the same thing. There's no going back and forth no more. So now you're going to have your Raw superstars, your SmackDown superstars, and of course tonight, I'm so excited, man, for this. NXT comes to you live on USA Network at 8 p.m. I cannot wait to see it. So now we got 3 official brands to WWE. And man, it's getting hot and heavy. You guys, next thing up to happen here, Lacey Evans, my girl Lacey, ends up taking on Dana Brooke. This is a pretty good, hard-hitting match. I gave this match 3 stars. You know, Dana's not that good. Lacey is. She gave her the woman's right. 1, 2, 3, gave her the pin. It was over with. Demolished her. The final thing that happened on Raw, guys. Singles match. Robert Roode, one half of your Raw Tag Team Champions, take on the Universal Champion Seth Rollins here. Seth wins by DQ because, of course, you know, Ziggler got involved. The OC got involved. Everybody here got involved. And what happened, guys, Kane, the Masked Kane came back for the save. Came back to save Rollins in this whole ordeal. But when that happened, the lights went out. And the Fiend showed up and demolished the Demon Kane. And then he got Seth Rollins' face while he was down and out. And, you know, to intimidate Seth Rollins a little bit because, you know, their match is coming up at Hell in a Cell in 3 weeks. So that was pretty crazy. You guys are going to move on to SmackDown Live here. The New Day come out, man, starting off the show in a 6-man tag team match. The New Day versus Randy Orton and the Revival. This match was awesome. I gave this match 3.5 stars. That's how good this match was. It was high-flying, hard-hitting. The New Day ended up getting a win. You guys, after the match was over with, Brock Lesnar shows up with his advocate, Paul Heyman. Lesnar tells Kofi Kingston that next week on SmackDown Live, Friday night, October 4th, he wants a WWE title shot, and he wants it that night. So, the first night of SmackDown Live, come to you live Friday night, October 4th. That's going to be one of your main event matches, Brock Lesnar versus Kofi Kingston for the WWE Championship. You know, I like Kofi Kingston, man, but there's just no way I see him derailing Brock Lesnar here. But a lot of crazier things has happened here. So, but I think personally myself, Kofi Kingston's time is up. I thought Brock Lesnar's time was up a long time ago, but you know they're probably going to end up giving Brock Lesnar the win here, or he's probably going to get the win. I don't know. We just have to wait to find out. Michael Cole's backstage. He's interviewing Rowan for what happened the night before and last week. Night before on Clash of Champions against Roman Reigns, and last week against Daniel Bryan, and his returning partner Luke Harper is back. If you guys did not see that, that was pretty crazy to see. It actually was pretty good to see Luke Harper back on TV. I thought he was gone. I thought he moved on to another organization, but that was not the case. I'm glad to see Harper back. But Rowan talks about how he's his own man, how Daniel Bryan's not his friend. He can care less about Daniel Bryan. He talks about how it's not over with Roman Reigns. And he talks about Luke Harper, he cannot speak for Luke Harper. Luke Harper can only speak for himself. So if Michael Cole wants to know why Luke Harper's back, then Michael Cole has to ask Luke Harper, he said. Next match up, man, Ali versus Shinsuke Nakamura here. This is supposed to be a match. The match didn't happen because Sammy interfered right before the match started, and Shinsuke just took Ali, so it didn't even happen. It was this crazy segment that happened there. You guys, Kevin Owens shows up in the arena. He sits in the audience. He has a ticket. He shows up after getting fired last week from Shane McMahon. You guys, he shows up, but also he has a lawyer, serve Shane McMahon papers. You know, this is a great segment here. Shane McMahon comes out, he's reading these papers, and states on these papers that Kevin Owens has a $25 million lawsuit case against Shane McMahon. So, you know, we're going to find out and see what happens here, you guys. Especially after Shane fired him unlawfully. So, I don't know. It's going to be a great segment to see what happens. See, I'm thinking Kevin Owens is probably going to end up going against Shane McMahon, probably in the Hell in the Cell. So we're going to have to see after that. You guys, Charlotte Flair goes up against Sasha Banks next. Great match. Charlotte wins by DQ because Bayley came out, starts hitting her with the chair. Carmella, an unlikely savior, one of Bayley's old friends, comes out to save Charlotte Flair. This was crazy. It was a great save by Carmella. You know, I guess we're going to have a match, they said, Charlotte and Sasha Banks at Hell in a Cell, inside the Hell in a Cell. Against Charlotte and Bayley. I don't know if that's going to be the Hell in a Cell, but I know Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch is going to be inside the Hell in a Cell for the Raw Women's title. So that's going to be good to see that. And maybe Charlotte Flair will end up getting her rematch against Bayley at Hell in a Cell. I'm not sure if that match is going to be inside the Hell in a Cell, but we have to wait to see what happens with that. So, yeah, next thing up, guys, coronation of King Corbin, my guy. King Corbin jumps in the ring. He puts his crown on. He's got his scepter. He's got his robe. He looks good as king, I think. Chad Gable comes out because he invites Chad Gable out to the ring, his opponent that happened last night on Raw. And, of course, King Corbin starts talking crap about how short Chad Gable is and just making fun of him and kind of bullying him around. This pisses Chad Gable off. He ends up destroying the whole King's Court, ends up beating Corbin down. Baron Corbin ends up running up the ramp away from Chad Gable. So that was pretty cool little segment there. I like to see it. I don't know if it's me or what, but there's been a lot of promos that's going on, taking place here on Smackdown and Raw. And I'm telling you what, tonight on NXT, you guys ain't going to see that many promos. I think that's why NXT is probably the best brand to me right now, because they got more matches and a lot more heavy, more action. But, you know, I think SmackDown and Raw is still entertaining. You know, with the new management going on, with Heyman taking over Raw and Eric Bischoff taking over SmackDown now, we're going to see how things happen. Maybe things start getting back in place, especially when Vince McMahon going to be stepping away pretty soon because he's got XFL starting up. I don't know. We'll just have to see. Where has Triple H been? Where has Stephanie McMahon been? We know where Shane's been. But, you know, like I said, I think Triple H has his eyes and his mind and everything on NXT. So he has not been on WWE TV too much because he's got his own thing. And, of course, Stephanie, she's probably home with the kids. She's probably not going to be on TV for a while. I don't know what's going on with that. Next thing up, guys, happened on SmackDown here. Getting close to the end. Heavy Machinery in a tag team match against the B Team. You know, I like the B Team because I like, personally, Bo Dallas. I've always liked Bo Dallas. And I like, of course, Mr. Perfect Son. But I don't know, they just buried him. Heavy Machinery here picks up the victory. I give this match 2 stars. It was just all right. You guys, last thing that happened here on SmackDown Live, Daniel Bryan comes out to talk about Rowan's actions and Luke Harper and, you know, stuff like that. Eric Rowan comes out, confronts Daniel Bryan, he's pissed off, and he starts talking crap to him, and lo and behold, Luke Harper comes out, and both of them, Rowan and Luke Harper, ends up jumping on Daniel Bryan and beating him down until Roman Reigns comes out and try to save Daniel Bryan, and he also gets beat down. So he gets destroyed. And this is how SmackDown Live ends, you guys. The security comes out. Rowan and Harper is destroying the security. Not only did they destroy the security, they destroyed the announce table. They were like Corey Graves and Byron Saxton, and just had to split, had to move out of the way. It was chaos, absolute chaos. But that's how it ended, you guys, with Eric Rowan and Luke Harper standing tall, and everyone else. It looked like a car accident. Everyone else scattered all over the floor. So, you guys, that's your Raw and SmackDown Live reviews for the week. Do not forget tonight at 8 p.m., you guys. You guys do not want to miss NXT Live coming to you 8 p.m., 2 hours long on the USA channel. Man, it's going to be exciting. You guys do not want to miss it. I can't wait for it. And I will have this review up for you tomorrow, the NXT review, you guys. Man, but that's it. This has been a great week. I can't wait to see what happens tonight, and I can't wait to see what happens at Hell in a Cell. I'll keep you guys informed on everything I know about it. But until next time, you guys, thanks so much for joining me right here on the Corner, right here on YouTube.com. And if you like this, please like, share, subscribe, comment. Always hit that bell notification. Until next time, meet me right here on the Corner.